Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to this pick a card reading. This is going to be all about what November has to offer you. So let's get started. For first, I'm going to go through the crystals for each pile, but if you prefer to pick clairaudiently, then we will be ringing some bells after. So let's start with pile number 1. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. Okay, so now let's get into the bells. And feel free to pause the video if you would like some more time to decide which pile or card you're drawn to. But if you're ready, let's get started with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1, let's get started with your reading. Awesome energy right off the bat. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is all about feeling self-assured and relaxed, not worrying about money. You have everything that you need, and you are making more in the process. It's almost like passive income, and it just feels like you aren't worried about a thing. She's not even focused on these pentacles. She's over here focused on this bird, which to me really symbolizes, because she has this glove on, it feels like she's the master at this. Like, only trained individuals typically work with birds like this. And so it feels like you've really mastered your craft in something and you are reaping the benefits of that. And I also feel really drawn to the mountains in the back. It feels like maybe this is a new kind of energy for you. Like, excuse me, like you're used to rough terrain, you're used to traveling a long time, and for things not really going your way, and hard work, and now you're just entering this space of relaxed um and luxurious energy, that it's almost like it's taking you it's catching you off guard. So let's see what else the universe wants you to know. Pile number 1, universe, what do they need to know? Anything else? Okay. Awesome. We have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this tells me that the energy surrounding you this whole month is an opportunity for you. It's this moment where you get to create and explore, and it's going to feel very emotional for you. It's something that you are very close to. I feel like this project, this thing that you've mastered, is something that you've wanted for a long time. And so maybe that's that journey that I was talking about, because it feels like emotional fulfillment. This moment where it's like a breath of fresh air and you can finally relax. So then we have the Four of Swords in reverse, which tells me that you need to have faith. You need to keep your faith alive in order for this to really work. Um, it's okay if you feel nervous. I'm hearing imposter syndrome. But you need to have faith in your ability, because even though these three swords are, it literally looks like he's about to fall on them and be impaled. He's not. He is holding his posture. He's praying and wishing to the universe, and it's keeping him afloat. It's keeping him still. And this isn't a bad omen of, if you don't believe in the universe, bad things are going to happen. Absolutely not. It just feels like, if you're unwilling to have that faith and trust in yourself, in your abilities, that you will fall on a little bit more of some hard times. Like, things won't be as um, rewarding to you. Maybe you won't feel as rewarded, um, or emotionally fulfilled. But I really don't think that's the case. I think that you do have it in you to hold your faith and to grab this extra sword back there and use it as you need. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, another really, really good omen. I feel like this is awesome. It feels like you're over here and you have this new idea, this new project that you are working on. And it doesn't feel like something that you've never done before, but it feels like a new way of approaching it. And as you progress forward, you move down here to these crops, and I feel like that's where you end. So it does feel like this is your final destination of November, that you are really reaping the benefits of this new prospect, this new adventure. And these little tiny flowers, it's speaking to me like, um, the buds, the very beginning of a moment for you. So allow things to grow naturally, and please keep faith in yourself, because you are capable of doing it. This is where you will end up if you believe. So I want to keep this out. So now let's take a look at some oracle. I've got my fairy oracle here. Now, for pile number one, universe, what what message do they need for November 2024? Okay. Oh, I actually want to read this. So, look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. I feel like that caught my eye and it needed to be said, because it feels like when you have this idea and you are needing faith, maybe it's research that you're needing. Maybe in order to get rid of or combat that, the imposter syndrome that I was feeling. It's all about getting clear and researching your ideas. So I just thought I'd put that out there. But we have new beginnings. Awesome. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. This is perfect. And if you're not screaming, I am for you internally. It feels like this is such a wonderful blessing that's coming to you. Like, this is, again, something that you've really wanted, something that really emotionally means so much to you. And the fact that it's coming to fruition is just this really wonderful moment for you to celebrate and acknowledge how far you've come. Oh, it feels so wonderful. And we have these doves and these butterflies. So those may be confirmation for you, that of those of you that use animals as confirmation. Okay, so let's move forward with another oracle deck. Pile number one. What news is coming for pile number one for November 2024? Boundaries. Interesting. So this feels like maybe your idea is so special to you. It means so much to you that you are going to need to protect it like you would a baby. It feels as though this idea that she has, it's hers and she knows it's hers. And maybe you are a little bit swayed by other people's opinions in the beginning. And so keeping things to yourself, keeping your boundaries is going to be important in the long run for you to have that faith. Maybe that's what this card is talking about, that if you choose to share it and a little bit too early before you have the right stability around it, the right firm why, then you're going to feel discouraged. But I feel like even if you do, you have the wherewithal to bring yourself back, to get back into this circle of protection. So even if you do stray in that way, emotionally or with your faith, it does feel like you can and you do have the power to bring yourself back into alignment. And let's get one last oracle for pile number 1. What do the angels have to say? What do their guides have to say for pile number 1 for November 2024? Guardian angel. Yeah, you're protected. This is something that is divinely protected. And that's why I was feeling like this circle of protection. It's like you're being guided. And as long as you keep the faith, as long as you are willing to keep an open heart and an open mind, then your guides are there to help you. They are there to support you along the way and give you the tools or lead you to the tools that you're going to need to create this abundance for yourself. And on the bottom of the deck, we have ask and receive, which just feels so perfect. This is something that you've asked for. It's something that you've dreamed of and longed for. And now it's like, yes, you're being told, yes, it's coming, it's on the way, you're doing the work, you have the right ideas, you're making the right decisions, and you're taking the right steps to get there. So ultimately, pile number 1, you are receiving immense abundance, immense relaxation, emotional fulfillment, clear boundaries. It's important to carry those through, not even just in this situation, but in your life in general. It's important for you to be able to have that self confidence to be able to say no when you really mean no, and to set guidelines for the people that love you. And I'm just feeling so excited for you. I hope that whatever this is, that maybe you can come back and comment what unfolded for you this November. I feel like whatever it is, that you are going to succeed and you're going to thrive. And I wish you all the best. I send you all of my love. Take care of yourself. Okay, pile number 2, let's get into your reading. So, first up, we have the Six of Wands. So, you've been on a long journey, and there's going to be this moment, this pause in your journey in November for you to take some time to celebrate, to rest, to um, re up your supplies, before you head back out on this path. Yes, the journey's not done, but there will be reason for you to celebrate and acknowledge everything that you've accomplished along the way. The only thing that I would note here is all these people are celebrating, they're, raising their staffs, they're like, "Hurrah, you've done it. Look at how far you've come." And we can't see the expression of this person, which is resembling you. And so it's important for you to check in with yourself, to make sure and acknowledge how you feel about the journey that you've been on and where you're going. So maybe this is a time for you to reevaluate your why or get reacquainted with it. Why did you start this journey in the first place? And what do you want to change about what you're doing and what your intentions are? I also feel drawn to point out this major side eye that this horse is giving the rider. It kind of feels like the horse is the only one that knows how you feel, and it's like this moment where you can really find comfort and trust in trusty friends or in your pets, in animals, in spirit guides, anything like that. It kind of feels like you're going to have someone know exactly how you feel and that you're going to be able to confide in them. So let's see what else is coming through for pile number 2, universe. Pile number 2. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress in reverse. So maybe you aren't feeling as creative as you would like to. You are feeling a little bit less self-assured, like you don't really know how to move forward. But that's, again, there's this pause in your journey for a reason. Take your time, don't rush it. Even though people are saying, yay, you did it, now move forward, you can do it again. Make sure that you're listening to yourself and the person that really understands how you feel about this situation, because you're going to, I feel like, eventually get to this moment where you are feeling creative and abundant and like you're really in your moment. But first, you need to slow down. Maybe you're feeling a little bit burnt out, and that's okay. Reevaluate so that you can feel inspired again. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Okay. So this is absolutely a moment. November is a moment for you to stop intellectualizing your feelings so much, and to really feel them. I think that you're really good at knowing what you're feeling and really talking about it and planning about it and doing all of the things, but it does feel like you have some hard time when it comes to just feeling it, to just letting it exist in your body. Maybe that's a little bit hard for you, and that's totally valid. Sometimes it is really difficult to feel our emotions and to just allow them to exist because they can be painful, and that's not always the easiest, especially if you have like a history of trauma or whatnot. It can be difficult, but the universe is saying that if you are willing, and I do feel inclined to move these around, if you're willing to feel those emotions, then you're going to get yourself unstuck. It's like you have this these ideas and this creativity that wants to come out, and it's really in your head, but first you've got to feel those emotions. You have to feel them, and once you do, you let yourself go. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat, and I think it's because it's a little bit hard for you to talk about these things, and so it's like that's translating to me. But it does feel like once you let yourself go, because the Hanged Man can release himself, he can lift his body up and untie his feet. Um, Once you choose to do that, then you can start to celebrate. And I just got the message that maybe there's some people we can't see, like down here looking at the Hanged Man, and you're going to give them the go ahead to be like, okay, I'm ready, let's feel. And then you're going to come together and they're going to untie you or help you be untied and help you down so that you can celebrate. You can um, celebrate in this harvest. And maybe you don't want all these extra people there when you have this moment. Maybe it's just about these select people, these two individuals that are really going to uplift and support you. Yeah, but this down here is symbolic of a harvest, something coming forward, and she's even holding some stuff, and it feels like the red here with the red there's and the red there. It's just like um, you are embodying your emotions and you're going to feel this new feeling of freedom, this release that you've been longing for in your emotional life. And when you do that, you're not only setting yourself free, but you're opening yourself up to connection with people that you haven't really experienced before. Your connections will be deeper and more fulfilling, and people are going to be able to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. So let's get into some oracle. So starting out with my fairy oracle, for pile number 2, universe, what messages can we give them? Protection. Again, we have these people surrounding you. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So this definitely, I don't want you to get freaked out. It doesn't feel like this moment where it's like you're being cursed, or you need to look out for demons or things possessing you. It's not like that at all. This is all about you laying the groundwork for a safe space for yourself to feel, for a safe environment. So that may look like having the right people around. It may look like being alone. It may look like having a therapist. It may look like somatic movement. It can look like so many different things for so many different people. So it's really going to be about finding what feels comfortable for you and finding that protective and safe sphere for you to feel these emotions. It feels like you are this one and these people are guiding you. So spiritually and emotionally, people are here to uplift and help you through this moment in life. So let's get into some more oracle. For pile number 2, what other messages need to come through for pile number 2? Okay. All right, I'll take those. They did not want to go back in. Wow. Okay. We have grieving. So again, it's time to feel those emotions. This month is going to feel like you have this opportunity to grieve what you need to. So maybe that's why you haven't been able to feel your emotions, is because this is such a heavy topic that it's deeper than just, crying it out. It's deeper than that. It's hard work. It can be hard. And grieving doesn't have a final destination. And so maybe that's why, even though maybe you appear to be happy on the outside, that you're like, well, I don't know if I feel that way. And that's okay. You don't have to feel any type of way. Allow yourself to feel how you need to feel, and let the process of grieving look the way it needs to for you and not for anybody else. So then we have life purpose. It feels like you're going to be learning something about yourself through this process of grieving and allowing and moving forward and celebrating. You're going to kind of realize something, and it almost, I'm hearing death doula. Like you have this gift to help people through transformation, and sometimes that can look like death. And it feels like you're coming into your moment with this. You are allowing yourself the space to realize that you do have a gift. It doesn't feel finalized. It feels very new. Even though this is a fully grown tree, it feels like it's the seed, like you are planting the seed for this to bloom. And don't get locked into Death Doula. I always say take what resonates and leave the rest. The stuff that resonates is what's going to serve you the best. If that doesn't make sense for you, then don't force it. So then we have happiness. So once you allow yourself to really fully feel things, you're going to break through into this moment where you realize that no, it doesn't have to feel amazing. It doesn't have to feel perfect, and it probably won't. And that's okay. You can find happiness in your own way, doing your own thing, experiencing your own path. It's like she's looking up into the light, her own light that she's radiating. And she's not worried about what other people are experiencing because she's so focused on what she has going on. So, whatever kind of moment you're having here, it's going to lead you to happiness, and not only happiness, but something a little extra. So, you're getting blessings this month. It feels like November is a time for you to expand. And when you do expand, when you have a moment of darkness or depth, it allows you the opportunity to create things a little bit more clearly. And with that, you are going to birth new things, birth new ideas into the universe. And it feels like some of those things that you are creating are going to start appearing within that month as well. I do feel like the majority of the things that you are sending out to the universe about what you want, they are going, they're like little particles that you're taking care of, you're holding in your hands, and they're going out into the universe to come back for you to enjoy later. And this full moon is sticking out to me, as well as here we have the full moon. It definitely feels like in the future, full moons will be a moment for you to take take note of what seeds grew and what came to fruition. So maybe it's time to keep a moon journals where you write down the sign the moon is in and the stage the moon is in. You don't have to go all out and do every single stage. You can just do new moons and full moons. Write down your seeds of the new moon and write down what came to be on the full moon. And a little fun trick that you can do is about every 6 months, the moon will be in the same sign. So 6 months ago, the moon, we had about 5 to 6 months ago, we had a new moon in Aries. And you can take a look. If it's a full moon in Aries, you can go back 6 months and look at the new moon in Aries and see what seeds you planted during that time to see what came to be. It's just a fun little trick that you can practice moving forward. So let's get one more oracle card for you. Pile number 2. What do the angels have to say? Romance and connection. Hey, so maybe this is a moment for you to celebrate the um, the romantic connections that you have as well. Maybe this happiness that's being birthed is this connection that you have with somebody. Maybe you are creating with that person because they've got their hand against yours, and it's like this light is shining through. It's shining through the both of you, and you're creating together. So maybe you can expect a love connection this month, but it does feel very much like, even if it's not romantic, that the connection will be beautiful. It will be what feels like a soul tie almost, like this moment for you to really be yourself with whoever this is. Like, you can show them your emotions. You don't have to just talk about it. You can feel them with this person because they have created a safe space for you. It's like he has these wings and they're holding you and keeping you warm. So it does feel like you are making a lot of progress this month and allowing yourself to stay open and faithful, and allowing yourself the moment of gratitude maybe for the things that you've been through, because out of it you're birthing these really beautiful connections and ideas and experiences. So make sure you check in with yourself. Allow yourself to feel. Don't just think about the emotions you have, and expect really beautiful things because you are worthy of them and you have the ability to create them and bring them to life. I wish you all the best. I hope you have a wonderful month. I send you all my love. Take care. Okay, pile number 3, let's get into your reading. We have the Chariot. Awesome energy. It's very fast paced movement, and it's movement in the way that water moves because this is a water governed card. So, what I mean when I say that is that it's going to be flexible. You're going to be heading down a path that allows for change. You can make adjustments along the way. So, don't feel stuck um, if you can't really make a decision on exactly how you want everything to turn out as you're moving forward. That's okay. You don't have to know everything because you have everything with you in this cart to um, to move forward and make the decisions and change things as you go, to choose a different path if you need to. And you're going to carry that confidence with you no matter which path you choose and no matter how many turns and twists there are. It does feel like you're walking away from something that felt very comfortable and stable. So maybe you're feeling a little bit nervous, but the journey ahead will be worth it. You are worthy of it, and I feel like you should have confidence because this is a moment for you to really thrive in your divine rights. So, moving forward, what other messages does the universe have for pile number 3? On the bottom of the deck, awesome, we have the Ace of Cups. So this journey is bringing you a new opportunity for emotional fulfillment. So even though this place you're leaving behind was stable and it was safe, maybe it just wasn't fulfilling for you anymore. Maybe you just don't align with all of the things that you built for yourself in the past. And so there's this new opportunity that is being presented to you that's going to offer you peace. It's going to offer emotional fulfillment of conscious creation of feeling like you are worthy in this life. You are worthy of creating this opportunity for yourself. Okay. Interesting. We have 2 reversed knights, the cups and the pentacles. So I do feel like this journey across over this wall and through this area, if my camera will focus, and then through this water to this land, there may be some bumps along the way. So if November is starting out and you are just like, what the heck is going on? I can't seem to do anything right. And maybe that's where that lack of confident feeling is coming from. Know that your luck will change. You can do this. It's like, I feel like you need the balance. You need that balance of black and white. You need the wherewithal so that you can turn this around and start your adventure with um, the right amount of I keep hearing the word confidence. So maybe your self-doubts are impacting you a little bit more than you would like, but you can turn this around. Um, don't ignore how you feel. It's so important to allow your emotions to exist as they are. You don't need to, if you are feeling doubtful, you don't need to just, fake it till you make it, like make the confidence happen. If it's not happening, it's not. And that's okay. And maybe when you give yourself that space and the allowance to really feel how you're feeling, that you will start to change, that things will start to feel more available to you. And maybe you don't have all the resources you think you need to move forward, but again, it's okay if you don't know all the answers. It's okay if you don't have the right amount of money set aside for this project. I feel like these opportunities are going to be presented to you as you're moving forward. As you move through November, the things that you need will come to you emotionally and physically. And especially so with the Three of Cups. Feels like once you overcome these obstacles within yourself, you're going to have this moment where you can really start to celebrate with people. You can allow yourself the the willingness to feel good with people, because I feel like you don't do that often, that it's something that you only do when things are perfect. Maybe you're a perfectionist a little bit, and that's okay. That can be a really good and wonderful quality to have about yourself. But when it comes to this journey, this this it's a period in your life where you get to learn a new skill. You get to learn how to not be perfect. You get to learn how to make mistakes and for them to make you better. It's going to make the journey all the more worth it when you allow yourself the space to um, to mess up a little bit and to be playful about things and be a little bit childlike. So maybe you need to be doing some inner child work. Um, it's up to you to see how you want to move forward with this, but the universe is suggesting that embracing your emotions, embracing the unknown, and trusting that this new opportunity is going to work out is the path of least resistance for you. So let's get into some oracle. First, we have my fairy oracle, and we'll see for pile number 3. What message does the universe have for pile number 3 through my fairy oracle? Wow, that shot out. Purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. Wow. So, again, trust yourself because you have more knowledge within you than you could even fathom. And the more that you give yourself the ability to trust and believe in your potential, in the things that you aren't even, it's not even just potential, it's here now. Um, the more it's going to feel real, the more it'll feel normal for you to look to yourself for the answer instead of outside of yourself. So it just feels like believe in magic, believe in yourself, believe in your magic, and allow that to really come forward throughout this journey that you're taking in November. Okay, let's get some more oracle. What other messages do we have for pile number 3, universe? Any other messages? Oh, okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have grieving. So allow yourself, because it can be painful. It can feel a little bit painful to walk away from a certain way of being. If you're so used to doubting yourself, it can be like, well, if I give myself the chance to move forward and trust myself, who am I going to be like that? Like, I don't even know that person. And so give yourself the opportunity to grieve who you were so that you can step into this new moment you're developing. And then we have passion and courage, which feels so nice. It feels like when you do give yourself the ability to step into this new version of yourself. And I also want to point out that underneath the Ace of Wands, we had strength. It's feeling very much like you have to step into a moment of vulnerability for yourself to feel courage. Vulnerability and courage are the same coin, just different sides. You can listen to Brené Brown talk about that a little bit more, but it does feel like in order for this courage to happen, in order for you to summon this feeling so that you can move forward with confidence, you're going to need to get vulnerable with yourself. You're going to need to feel some things that maybe you've been putting off. So, but it does feel like this is your path. This is happening. Whether or not you choose to go deeply into it or not, you will find a feeling of courage and passion. So the things that you're moving towards, it's something that you really care about. You're feeling very passionate, very creative, very light on your feet as you do move forward. When you step into this new version, it's like you go from that watery energy to this fiery, passionate, um, I'm feeling like this dance. And so it's almost like you know the steps that you need to take and you're not going to miss a beat. It feels like the doors are opening for you as you open up to yourself. So let's get maybe just one more card for pile number 3. What do the angels have to say for pile number 3? Earth and ground. So that's so interesting. We have water energy, we have fire energy, and now we have earth energy. So it's really about that balance that I was talking about. And maybe it feels a little bit like a juggle at first, but you can do this. And getting grounded is going to help you through all of this. And don't overcomplicate what groundedness means. It can be literally as simple as just feeling the chair beneath you, just feeling the bed that you're laying on, just feeling the ground beneath your feet. And you can go from there. And it feels like when you allow yourself that space to feel the things beneath you, to feel grounded, that it's going to radiate through you. It's going to allow you this opportunity to create new ideas and to really have that flexibility that I had talked about at the beginning of this reading. The more grounded you are, the more you're able to move through life with flexibility. So, overall, the month of November sounds like a big month for you that is going to open a lot of doors. There's a lot of movement forward. It doesn't feel like anything is like you're regressing backwards at all. You should trust in your passion, trust in your heart, trust in your abilities. It's okay if you don't feel confident. Don't force anything. And know that there will be cause to celebrate. There will be a moment where you really look at yourself and say, yeah, I did that. I did this and I accomplished this feeling within myself, and you should absolutely be proud. I hope you have a wonderful month and that you thrive in November. And I wish you all the best. Take care.